Good morning, viewers. You're watching Republic TV. My name is Priyanka Das, and welcome to today's segment of Quick Morning, where we delve into the latest news and updates from around the country and across the world to set the tone for your day. As Prime Minister Modi resounds CM Yogi Adityanath's call for unity, while controversy simmers over Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa's remarks in Jharkhand. Republic TV brings you the ground realities of these developments. But that's not all. We'll also be bringing you the latest from the realms of business, sports and entertainment in our jam-packed lineup for this morning. So let's kickstart today's Mega News Day here on Republic. As always, with the nation first this quick morning. Prime Minister Narendra Modi kicked off his campaign on Friday for the crucial Maharashtra Assembly polls with unity message of Ek hai to safe hai, building on his party colleague and Uttar Pradesh CM Yogi Adityanath's batenge Toh Katenge slogan. Prime Minister Modi dared Congress allies in Maharashtra to get party MP Rahul Gandhi to speak for 15 minutes in praise of Hindutva ideologue B.D. Savarkar and Shiv Sena founder Bal Thackeray, whose contributions to the country, he said, were unparalleled. Addressing two poll rallies during the day, the BJP star campaigner called out the Congress for its divisive brand of politics, characterized by pitting one caste against another, and maintained since the days of the first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, the party has been opposed to reservation.
कांग्रेस ने राजनीति में खुद को बचाने के लिए अपना सबसे बड़ा हथियार चला है। ये हथियार है एससी, एसटी, ओबीसी समाज की एकता तोड़ो, एकता तोड़ो और राज छीनो।
A 13-year-old boy died after falling into an open drain in the Rajendra Park extension area of Outer Delhi on Friday. A PCR call regarding the incident was received at 3:45 p.m. at Nangloi police station. The victim, identified as Vikas, a student of class 6, was walking along the edge of the wide drain when he is believed to have slipped and fallen into the water. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has been at the centre of controversy, recently accusing the Congress and JMM parties of exploiting the Adivasi community. He claimed that these parties have been looting the resources of the indigenous people. CM Himanta's comments have been sparked debate, with some accusing him of attempting to divide the Adivasi community for political gain.
हेमंत सोरेन जी को इतना ही संभालना चाहिए कि मैं वादा से बोल सकता हूं, मैं दोनों प्रदेश देखा। मणिपुर आदिवासी के लिए आज भी सुरक्षित है, वहां में रिकॉन्सिलिएशन चल रहा है, बातचीत चल रहा है। लेकिन झारखंड में आदिवासी सबसे ज्यादा असुरक्षित है, मणिपुर से भी असुरक्षित है। ऐसे में निर्मम आक्रमण कभी नहीं देखा।
Citing concerns for the safety of the Hindu community and the sanctity of the upcoming Kumbh Mela, the All India Sant Samiti has declared that no products associated with what they call the Spit Policy Gang should be allowed for sale at the festival. Jitendranath Saraswati addressed recent calls from secular politicians to permit Muslim vendors to set up stalls at the Kumbh, saying that the Kumbh is the world's oldest and most revered event of cleanliness. He added that even in the harsh winter, devotees observe rigorous rituals, including daily baths, and they cannot trust the Spit Policy Gang in sacred environment. He also emphasized that the Kumbh Mela, held once every 12 years, is not a venue to accommodate anyone under the guise of livelihood. Asserting that state-sponsored infiltration was a serious threat to Jharkhand, Union Agriculture Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan on Friday said India was not a dharmshala where anyone can come and settle. Addressing an election rally in Ranchi, he accused the JMM-led ruling coalition of patronizing infiltrators and alleged that they were coming to the state, marrying tribal women by trapping them in the web of illusion. Chauhan said if the BJP is voted to power in the state, a citizenship register will be made and the infiltrators will be ousted. Addressing the BJP's Women's Conference in East Singhbhum district, he accused the JMM-led government of not implementing the PM Awas Yojana properly in the state. Neither Congress leader Rahul Gandhi nor his fourth generation will be able to bring back Article 370 that gave special status to Jammu and Kashmir. Union Minister Amit Shah said on Friday in a stinging attack on the opposition at a poll rally in Maharashtra Sangli. The JNK Assembly on Wednesday passed a resolution seeking a dialogue between the central government and elected representatives for restoration of Article 370, granting special status to the erstwhile state. The move was hailed by the valley-based political parties, while it prompted protests by the main opposition BJP, which demanded its rollback.
धारा 370 हटाएंगे। इस सारी की सारी जमात एकजुट होकर कहती थी हम नहीं हटने देंगे। मोदी जी ने जब फैसला किया कि धारा 370 और 35 से हटाएंगे, जब मैं बिल लेकर खड़ा हुआ, ये राहुल बाबा संसद में कहते थे मत हटाओ मत हटाओ। राहुल बाबा, शरद पवार, सुप्रिया सुळे, ममता दीदी, स्टालिन, अखिलेश यादव, सारे काऊ 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 काऊ।
In a key political announcement, the All India Ulema Board, Maharashtra, has stated its willingness to support India Alliance in the upcoming Maharashtra Assembly elections 2024, contingent upon the acceptance and fulfillment of their demands. The board revealed that it has been actively engaged in strengthening the Bharat Agadi across 48 constituencies. In a significant meeting held in 2023 with Congress State President Nana Patole, the board expressed its endorsement of Patole's nomination for the 2024 elections, highlighting their commitment to the alliance. In a fiery statement during a public meeting, Union Minister Narayan Rane criticized Uddhav Thackeray, referring to Thackeray's recent remark suggesting that if Bakrid celebrations are not allowed in society, then Diwali lamps should also be removed. Rane invoked the memory of Balasaheb Thackeray. Rane said that if Balasaheb Thackeray was alive today, he would have strongly reacted to such a statement and would he have never tolerated it. The remarks by Rane have stirred political reactions, reigniting debates over religious and cultural celebrations in Maharashtra. We are tracking the top business stories for the day. We bring you the latest updates on India's economic landscape. From fluctuations in the Fed rate cuts to Nvidia's watershed stock market movement. Stay tuned as we delve into the key highlights shaping the business world today. SBI reported a year-on-year increase in consolidated net profit reaching Rs 19,782 crore for the quarter ending 30th September 2024. Compared to Rs 16,099 crore in the same period last year, on a standalone basis, India's largest lender recorded a net profit of Rs 18,331 crore, up from Rs 14,330 crore in the prior year and Rs 17,035 crore in the previous quarter. The bank's total income following a leadership transition with C.S. Shetty appointed as chairman in August rose to 1.29 lakh crore rupees from Rs 1.12 lakh crore a year ago. Total expenditure increased to Rs 99,847 crore for the quarter under review, from Rs 92,752 crore in the corresponding period last year. Provisions for bad loans almost doubled to Rs 3,631 crore compared to Rs 1,814 crore a year earlier. The Federal Reserve cut interest rates by 0.25 percentage point on Thursday as officials begin to evaluate the potential impact of President-elect Donald Trump's incoming administration on the US economy. Fed Chair Jerome Powell stated that Tuesday's election result would secure the presidency for Trump, who has proposed extensive tax cuts, broad tariffs, and immigration restrictions will have no immediate effect on monetary policy. Powell indicated that the Fed will continue to rely on economic data to gauge the pace and eventual endpoint of interest rates as it navigates a slowing inflation rate approaching the central bank's 2% target.
The FOMC decided to take another step in reducing the degree of policy restraint by lowering our policy interest rate by 0.25 percentage point. We continue to be confident that with an appropriate recalibration of our policy stance, strength in the economy and the labor market can be maintained, with inflation moving sustainably down to 2%. We also decided to continue to reduce our securities holdings.
Nvidia shares soared to a record high on Thursday, becoming the first company in history to surpass a market valuation of $3.6 trillion as Wall Street continued a rally fueled by Donald Trump's return to the White House. The leading AI chipmaker saw its shares rise 2.2%, driven by investor optimism over anticipated tax cuts and regulatory relief following the Republican candidate's win in Tuesday's election. Nvidia's market value reached $3.65 trillion, surpassing Apple's previous record of $3.57 trillion set on 21st October, claiming the title of the world's most valuable company. China launched new fiscal support measures on Friday to address the economic challenges, including relief for local governments facing high debt repayment pressures. Finance Minister Lan Fong indicated further stimulus plans are underway. Beijing will allow local governments to allocate 10 trillion won or $1.4 trillion to reduce off-balance sheet or hidden debt as worries mount for China's economic outlook. The recent US election win by Donald Trump, who has threatened tariff exceeding 60% on Chinese goods, has added to these concerns. Adani Power, led by billionaire Gautam Adani, is set to maintain stable electricity supplies from its 1600 megawatt Godda plant in Jharkhand to Bangladesh. Following the introduction of a dynamic payment plan by Bangladeshi authorities, this comes after Adani Power had warned of a potential power halt by November 7th due to the unpaid dues of nearly Rs 7,500 crore. The company, which supplies electricity to Dhaka, cited difficulties in sourcing coal for power generation as a reason behind its payment demands. This month, Adani Power reduced its supply to Bangladesh from 1,400 megawatts to 700 to 800 megawatts amid the country's ongoing financial struggles, exacerbated by the high fuel costs and political instability. Moving on to our international segment, where we're tracking the ground pulse of some of the biggest global headlines. Today, we delve into the significant developments from around the world, from diplomatic tensions in the European Union over Trump's resolution on Ukraine to rifts in the German parliament. Stay tuned as we unravel the latest updates shaping the global landscape. A wildfire northwest of Los Angeles continues raging uncontrollably into its second day. Having already destroyed dozens of homes and forced thousands of residents to flee, the mountain fire, which exploded in size from less than half a square mile to more than 16 square miles in just 5 hours, continued to spread rapidly through steep terrain and dry conditions. By Friday afternoon, the blaze had expanded to nearly 31 square miles. Ventura County fire officials, who are working with water-dropping helicopters and other resources, are focusing on protecting the hillside homes near Santa Paula, a city of over 30,000 people, as the fire threatens 3,500 structures. Los Angeles governor has declared a state of emergency and requested federal assistance. Fire officials have confirmed that the fire's containment remains at 0%, and while damage assessments have begun, the full extent of the destruction due to unsafe conditions remain yet to be ascertained.
And it is moving at a dangerous rate of spread. This fire has spotted more than 2.5 miles out in front of itself. Bushes are burning, grass is burning, hedgerows are burning, agricultural fields are burning, and structures are burning. This fire is moving dangerously fast.
U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin said that the Department of Defense would focus on ensuring a smooth, calm, and professional transition following the election of Donald Trump as the 47th President of the United States. Austin spoke to reporters in Florida on Thursday, 2 days after the election day. Trump is the first person convicted of a felony to win the White House. When asked whether there were mechanisms in place that would allow Trump to use the active duty military for mass deportations, and whether Austin was concerned about Trump's ideas to fire certain officials, Austin said that it was the prerogative of the commander-in-chief to select his leadership team.
In terms of selection of leaders, firing of leaders, it's the prerogative of the commander-in-chief to select his leaders, and everyone knows that. And so, again, I won't speculate on what the president-elect could do or will do. A number of things have been said. We'll see what happens. But what I would tell you is that these senior leaders will stay focused on their on the task at hand.
An alert from the Integrated Food Security Phase classification has warned that famine is likely imminent in parts of the northern Gaza Strip. UN Associate spokesperson Stephanie Tremblay stated on Friday that the situation in Gaza is extremely grave and rapidly deteriorating. The IPC has called for urgent action from all parties involved in the conflict or those with influence to prevent and mitigate the impending crisis within days, not weeks.
To the alert issued by the IPC's Famine Review Committee, there's a strong likelihood that famine is imminent in areas within the northern Gaza Strip. The alert further underscores that the humanitarian situation in the Gaza Strip, as we have just detailed, is extremely grave and rapidly deteriorating. They're calling for immediate action within days, not weeks, and this action is required from all who are directly taking part in the conflict or who have influence on its conduct to avert and to alleviate this catastrophic situation.
Thousands of people took to the streets in Sana'a, Yemen on Friday in a demonstration of solidarity with Palestinians in Gaza, waving Palestinian, Lebanese and Yemeni flags while chanting the slogans. The rally comes amid escalating tensions as Yemen's Houthi rebels claimed responsibility for shooting down an American MQ-9 Reaper drone over Al-Jawf province. The US military confirmed videos circulating online showing a flaming aircraft falling from the sky, but did not immediately identify the drone or provide further details. The Houthis, backed by Iran and part of its axis of resistance, have targeted US and Western military assets since the outbreak of the Israel-Hamas war in October. This isn't the first instance where the group has targeted US military assets and before leading to full-blown escalations in the region. At the final briefing of the European Union summit in Hungary on Friday, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen called Russia a threat to global security in a bid to dissuade a potential future US administration under Donald Trump from cutting aid to Ukraine. Von der Leyen emphasized the need for continued Western support to help Ukraine sustain its war effort, noting that Russia's use of technology from China and Iran on the battlefield is linked to the interconnected security risk that both Europe and the Indo-Pacific could face. European Council President Charles Michel echoed her remarks, stressing that the European Union would work with the US to defend shared values regardless of who occupies the White House. Meanwhile, Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban defended his country's stance on the war, reiterating his commitment to humanitarian aid for Ukraine. Levi Strauss heir Daniel Lurie expressed being humbled and inspired after being elected mayor of San Francisco on Friday. One day after incumbent Mayor London Breed, the city's first black female mayor, conceded the race, while he is formally yet to be declared as a winner due to the ongoing tally of ranked or choice votes. Lurie's victory follows a campaign where Breed faced significant voter dissatisfaction over her administration's handling of major city issues. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz announced Friday that he would call for elections as soon as possible following the collapse of his government coalition. after firing of Finance Minister Christian Lindner. Speaking at the European Summit in Hungary, Scholz explained that he had set a timeline for new elections and the need for parliamentary dialogue. Scholz's January 15 confidence vote could lead to early elections, possibly in March. After Lindner's split over economic policy, Scholz's minority government now faces uncertainty as opposition parties, including the Christian Democrats, oppose his proposed timeline, setting the stage for a possible early election. Germany marked the 35th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall on Friday, with a special art installation in the capital. A 4-kilometer stretch of where the wall once stood was lined with pictures and paintings created by local artists, celebrating themes of freedom and unity. The Berlin Wall, erected in 1961 to prevent the East Germans from fleeing to the West, stood as a symbol of Cold War division for 28 years. Today, only a few remnants of the 156.4-kilometer barrier remain, preserved as a historical site. All right, viewers, it's time to dive into the world of sports with our segment dedicated to all the action-packed highlights and exciting matchups. Today, we bring you the latest updates from the world of sports. Keep listening to all the buzz right here, be it cricket or hockey, on our sports segment. India will need someone like KL Rahul or Abhimanyu Easwaran who can play conventional style of cricket. During the challenging tour of Australia, and there is space for veteran Cheteshwar Pujara in the test side, reckons former batter Robin Uthappa. Amsterdam police confirmed that 5 people were hospitalized and 62 arrested after authorities said anti-Semitic rioters attacked the Israeli supporters following a soccer match. India's Kiran George continued his spectacular run in the Korea Masters badminton tournament as he stormed into the men's singles semi-finals with a straight game win over 5th seed Takuma Obayashi of Japan. Seeking to open the batting for India in case skipper Rohit Sharma skips the first test against Australia in Perth, Rahul endured a disastrous outing in the tune-up to the Border Gavaskar Trophy and managed just 14 runs across 2 innings, having got out for 10 in India's second innings. According to Greg Chappell, the aging Sharma and Kohli must summon the same drive and focus that once marked their prime years if India hopes to reclaim its form on foreign soil. Afghanistan cricket legend Mohammad Nabi is set to retire from ODIs after the ICC Champions Trophy 2025 in Pakistan. The all-rounder will continue his T20 career, marking the end of an illustrious ODI journey since 2009. Ace javelin thrower Neeraj Chopra, who last competed in Brussels in the Diamond League final in September, will spend 31 days in Poshan's room. Chopra's training stint will be funded by the Sports Ministry. The Indian men's hockey team was honoured by the International Hockey Federation President Tayyab Ikram and French Hockey Federation Chief Isabelle Join. The Indian team was honoured for winning the bronze medal at the Paris Olympics. Australia trained at their base in London on Friday, finalising preparations ahead of facing England in the first of their 4 autumn international tests against the home nations. Coach Joe Schmidt made headlines on Thursday by selecting 21-year-old Joseph Swiley to make his test debut at the Lions Stadium in Twickenham on Saturday. Ranked 10th in the world, Australia are in a rebuilding phase after finishing bottom of this year's Rugby Championship with just 1 win from 6 tests. The Wallabies have beaten England only once in 11 meetings since a win at Twickenham in 2015 that knocked the hosts out of the pool stage of that year's Rugby World Cup. Paul Waring set a new course record of 61 at Yas Links on Friday to open a 5-shot lead at the halfway stage of the Abu Dhabi Championship. A day after his compatriot Tommy Fleetwood equaled the course record with a 10 under par opening round of 62, Waring, 2-time former championship Fleetwood heads into the weekend in a 4-way share of second place alongside American Johannes Wehrman and Danish pair Thorbjørn Olsen and Nicholas Norgard. Tracking the buzz, it's time to delve into the world of entertainment. Today we bring you highlights from the Grammys, where Beyonce receives a record 11 nominations, continuing her streak. This and more as we unravel all the latest updates from the entertainment world this morning. Indian musician Ricky Cage received his 4th Grammy Award nomination. His album Break of Dawn has been nominated in the Best New Age Ambient or Chant Album category of the 67th Annual Grammy Awards. He said that the Break of Dawn is a New Age album and it's based on ancient Indian ragas. This 2015, Ricky Cage took home his first Grammy Award for his album Winds of Samsara, which is honored as the year's finest New Age recording. In 2022 and 2023, he received Grammy Award for the 2nd and 3rd time respectively. The Grammy Awards will be held in Los Angeles in February. The Recording Academy has announced the nominations for the 67th Grammy Awards, putting the spotlight on top artists including Beyonce and Taylor Swift. Beyonce leads with a pack with 11 nominations for the genre-blending album Cowboy Carter, which is set to compete in major categories including Record, Song and Album of the Year, according to Variety. Beyonce, who has already holds the most record for the Grammy wins by any artist, has secured nominations in pop, rap, country and Americana categories. Other major contenders include Charli XCX, Billie Eilish, Kendrick Lamar and Post Malone, each with 7 nominations. Sabrina Carpenter, Chaperone and Taylor Swift follow closely with 6 nominations each. Telugu cinema star Prabhas and production house Hombele Films on Friday announced a 3-film partnership which will begin with the upcoming sequel of their 2023 blockbuster Salar Part 1 Ceasefire. The makers, however, didn't reveal the titles of the other 2 films. Hombele Films, also known for Kannada film franchises KGF and Kantara, has dated the release of all 3 projects starting 2026 to 2028. Australian singing sensation Holly Reva is all set to captivate Kolkata on Saturday as she performs at the Nazrul Munch to celebrate the Hope Foundation's 25 years of service to unprivileged children. Known for her unique pop style and musical influences from icons like Billie Eilish and Dove Cameron, Holly has made a significant impact on the music scene. Her achievements include winning the prestigious USA John Lennon Songwriting Competition and being nominated for the Hollywood Independent Music Awards as the youngest attending nominee. And that's a wrap for today's segment of Quick Morning. Don't go anywhere, viewers, as we'll be right back tracking the top headlines and biggest stories from across the globe only on Republic TV.